don't bunch up, you don't get sweaty. Simple as that.
One of the things I noticed about my Goats grip socks is the grip runs across the whole panel, so there's no bunching or sliding in your boots.
These grip pads will help you not slip when you're going in for a tackle.
My old socks will get sweaty halfway through the game. Not with Ghost grips, they stay cool and dry from start to finish.
These guards are so lightweight, you forget.
Big thank you for joining us, guys. So that was Goats Elite, one of our partners and sponsors here at the channel. If you're interested in becoming an ambassador, if you want to get one of these packs worth $250 and for free, and also you want to earn some money on the side, the Goats Elite website is put up the top here for you to go to. When you go to the web address, if you have a little look here, it will come up with the Goats screen, and then it will pop up looking for your birth date and your email address. Once you fill out that information, you'll get a heap of stuff. You'll get $10 off your first order, special birthday discount. But the big thing is the Goats Ambassador Elite Club. We'll turn you into an ambassador. You will give you your unique code. We will then send out your free pack of stuff. And all you've got to do in return is do a little bit on socials for us, on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, wherever you navigate on your socials. And then on top of that, we'll give you your unique codes. Once we give you that unique code, that code you can then share with friends or family on your socials. And every time someone spends on that, they'll get a discount. But on top of this, you will earn money for every dollar that is received, or every pound, no matter where you are, what the currency is. It's a global site, Goats Elite. You will get paid money in the bank for sharing your code around. It's that simple. Now, back to the professional player pathway. This is section 4, and we are going to get straight into it. I will pull up straight away section 4. So we've come to talk a little bit about today about DNA and world-class testing. So when you join us on the professional player pathway as a player, your big end goal is hopefully to make it as a pro, as many of our players do. And part of this remotely based program, we've covered in the previous sections like the audio book, the match analysis, the GPS, but today we are going to cover off the DNA testing. So I'm just going to explain a little bit about the guide in here. So you'll notice that there is a short video which goes for just under 4 minutes. But the big one that I do want to show you is, and the reason why we do this DNA test. I was very fortunate to work at the top level of football for over 25 years. And one of the big things that we wanted to address was, when we give players nutrition and drinks and food, how do we know if it's the right food for them individually and to actually fuel their system and enable them to have a successful day in training on the football pitch or the soccer pitch, or playing in the match at the weekend or middle of the week? We discovered this thing called an intolerance DNA test, and in short, you give a hair sample, it goes off to the laboratory, and it comes back a few weeks later, and it will basically tell you what you can and can't eat based on your body's intolerances. Now, you're probably wondering why these intolerances mean anything. Quite simply, if you eat food and drinks or surround yourself with household products that your body doesn't like and gets an intolerance response, that means you're causing inflammation, which is going to make you ill, groggy, not sleep well. But the big thing is as well, it leads to things like serious injuries. Now, the test that I'm showing on here is my test that I got completed, and it gives you a little bit of some of the information that you get. It will also come back with the different percentages of things that you shouldn't be eating and drinking. This document will get sent to you via an email. Now, I'm just going to play a very short video and a little bit more about the DNA test. Went down, again, a bit of a rabbit hole and doing some research, and we actually discovered that if you get these intolerance tests done and these food compatible lists done, there was a bit of research out there, and it was around 35 to 40% it reduces inflammation in the body. It was then linked into injuries, and one of the big injuries in football is the ACL injury, and also all around calf tears and micro tears, which become big tears and strains. So from that point of view, I mean, the benefits
for this is...
Well, if your body doesn't have to worry about digestion and the mess that you're making in your tummy, if it doesn't have to worry about that, it can then do the extra work that it needs to around the rest of the body, can't it? So it's going to get there faster and help repair.
Now, when you join me on the Professional Player Pathway program, you get the DNA test included in your membership. So whether you join us on a monthly subscription, if you're on a monthly, once you've been with us for 3 months or longer, you can claim your DNA test for free. That's correct, for free. If you sign up for the annual membership, you get your DNA test straight away. Now, you might be asking how much is it to join us, and I'll show you. To join me on the Professional Player Pathway program, you'll see on the right-hand side, it's 147 USD a month, or if you want to pay it up in a year, it's 997, saving you about 700 or 800 USD. Now, going back to the DNA test, within here, we had that little bit of the video that we just played. But some of the benefits that we just spoke about there was reduces inflammation, players can train and play longer, helps muscle and bone development, stronger bodies, and the big thing is it reduces injuries. Now I'm going to show you some of my results on here. So when you get your DNA test back, you'll notice everything in black is safe and A-OK for me to eat or digest. Anything in red is a no. So you'll notice on some of these things, if I just open up some of these other pages and just to give you some different examples, but you'll notice on the left, breads, white and wholemeal is a no-go. Grain breads is a no-go for me. You look at things like Wheat Bix and Vitabix, so no matter where you are. Now, the big thing about this test, when it gets done, it gets tested against the top 600 food and drink products within a 50-kilometre or around a 30-mile radius of where you live. So no matter whether you live in New York in the US, you live in Liverpool in England, or you live in Sydney in Australia, the test will get tested against locally produced foods and drinks, and it will all be updated on this feedback sheet for you. Now, for me, this is probably one of the best things you could have done, because the adage and the analogy that I always like to go to with this one is quite simple. If you've got a car that takes petrol, but if you were to put diesel in it, what would happen? It wouldn't work. And your body's the same, okay? So for the minimum of joining me on the program for at least 3 months on the monthly subscription, or if you sign up for the year, you get this DNA test for free, which is worth an excess to make it as a professional football player. I hope that helps you a little bit with Pillar 4. We are going to be back very, very soon with Pillar 5. And the idea of these videos is just to educate you and upskill you a little bit with each of the sections. So whether you're already on the program and you're like, there's too much stuff inside this app, I don't know what to do and what each section's for, these videos are designed for you to digest the information, one bit of information a day at a time or a week at a time, and then we go from there. Also, a big reminder, a big thank you to our partners at Goats Elite. If you want to join us on the journey with Goats Elite, they are looking for ambassadors. Whether you're 5, 6, 7 years of age, all the way to open age, girls or boys, it's for everyone to join. All you need to do, again, if you go to the Goat website, which is goatselite.com, put in your birth date, put in your email address, and they will be in touch with you and they will sign up and get you your ambassadorial code. Once you've done that, you'll then be able to get your Goats pack, and you'll get one of these packs worth in excess of $250 for free. And all you've got to do in return, on your socials, whether you're on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, one or as many as you've got, just do a short review for us, and that's all you need to do to get yourself on your hands on some of these amazing Goats packs. Now, if you are interested in finding out more and you want to maybe join me on the Professional Player Pathway, if you go to the raymondwood.com, when you go to the raymondwood.com, you will get brought to this amazing website page that our friends at Bink have designed for us, and you'll notice at the top right, we've got our contact page there. Once you hit that contact button, it will then allow you to fill out your details. Once you've filled out your details, Also, put your reason why you want to speak to me, and it might be to find out more information on how you can join the Pro Player Pathway. You can actually arrange a meeting to meet with me one-on-one to discuss you and your game and your football. There is a cost involved with that. Or if you want to and you don't want to meet with me but you're just happy to jump straight into the platform, you can jump straight into the platform quite simply by going to, and I will put it up here for you, is school.com/Pro Player Pathway. Once you put that link in, it will bring you up to this sign up page. It'll ask you to choose between the $147 a month or sign up for the year for the $997. My advice, guys, would be save yourself $700 or $800. Go straight in on the annual. You're going to get your DNA test completed within the first 4 weeks of being. Also, you're going to get access to all of these amazing pillars on the program, including DNA test, which we've just covered today. And also, you get to meet with me online 2 to 3 times a week for live coaching calls. Again, I've worked in the game of professional football for over 25 years, working for teams like Liverpool, Leicester City, PSG. I've worked on football's biggest project called the EPPP with the FA and the Premier League. And also, I am a player agent. And that's one of the big things with Augmentation. I can help you with that as well. So a big thank you, everyone, for joining us today in this mini section about our DNA. GOAT to discuss you, your son or daughter's future in the game of football. A big thank you, everyone. We hope you've enjoyed yourselves and we look forward to seeing you very, very soon.
You don't bunch up, you don't get sweaty. Simple as that.
One of the things I noticed about my Goats grip socks is the grip runs across the whole panel, so there's no bunching or sliding in your boots.
These grip pads will help you not slip when you're going in for a tackle.
My old socks will get